Welcome back. In this video, we are going to explore the team management features specific to the MemberFactory product. This feature allows you to provide access to one of your team members who can manage access or view your sites. So let's get started. So from the Invanto app dashboard, I'm going to click on my username at the top here and then click on team management. Now it brings us to the team section, which has two tabs. One is team and one is group. So before you can add a team member, you would have to create a group first. So please remember this because this is very important. Without a group created, you would not be able to add a team member. Alright, so now we'll have to click on add group and give it a title. So I'm going to give it support. I'm going to call it support and ensure that this toggle is turned on and click on save. So you would see that the group is created. It also gives you three options here. One, to delete this group. One, to edit the group title or disable the group. And the first is manage permissions. This is very important. This is where all the magic is. So when I click on manage permissions, it brings me to this section. So now please keep in mind that any member belonging to this particular group would be governed by these permissions. Alright, so for example, if I give this group a manage all permission, so they are able to manage everything on your membership site. So what is going to happen right now is any member belonging to this group would be able to manage or change or add content to your site. However, if I change this to view, all the members belonging to this group would only be able to view the content of this site but will not be able to make any changes to it. Having said that, for example, I have a member, I just need to give him access, manage access to a few sections of my site. Alright, so for example, I want to give him access to site menu and I want to give him access to the checkout designer and the site designer. I can do that as well. Alright, rest of the sections are logged for him. He can only view but cannot make any changes. But these three sections where I have provided him manage permissions, he would be able to make changes as well. So this is how you actually give permissions to a group in Invanto dashboard. Okay, so now that this is done, I'll have to go back to the team section to add a team member. So what I'm going to do is today I'm going to add John, who is my colleague. I'm going to add him to the support group. So John at Invanto.com. I'm going to assign him to a group. So since John at Invanto.com is not a part of any group right now, the system would ask me to provide the username, the password and the name of the team member. So I'm going to provide a password and I'm going to provide his name, and I'm also going to assign him to a group. So this is a mandatory field. This is why you need to create a group first, and only then would you be able to add a team member. And enable the status and click on save. So now John would be able to manage your sites depending on what permissions you have given him via the group section. So now you also would need to assign him to the apps and the sites that you want him to be able to manage. So you can do that from here. See this option section? You have four options here. The last one being delete, the previous one being edit. Edit would just allow you to change the email and the name of the team member and disable the team member here, or change the group that he belongs to. And then you can assign him to a specific site. Now for example, I have 3 sites here. I have 2 schools and 1 membership site. I do not want him to be able to access these 2 schools. I just want him to be able to access my membership site. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enable the assign toggle for the MF training membership site. So when he logs into the Invanto platform, he would only be able to access the membership site and not the schools. You can even assign specific apps to this particular user by clicking on assign apps. For example, you own all these 4 apps, but you want your team member to be able to access only one of your apps, so you can easily give him access to only MemberFactory or maybe CoachRack, whichever you want. So you can control every aspect of what he is able to view and what he is able to access. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to log in using John's account and show you exactly what he sees. So let me log out from here and let me log into John's account. So remember, I gave him access to only MemberFactory and only to the sites, only to my membership sites, not my CoachRack schools. So what I'm going to do is I'm logged in as John right now, and let me try to access CoachRack. So when I access CoachRack, I would not see anything here because I have not been provided access by the admin. However, when I go to MemberFactory, remember we had given him access to the membership site, MF training, so he is able to see this membership site here. So this is exactly how you can provide access, or rather specific access to your team members so that they can manage or view the sites and add content to your membership sites. I hope this video was helpful, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us and we'll be more than happy to assist you. Thank you so much for watching.